dear students, a very good day to all. Before begin the class, let's have a silent prayer. Let's come back to the class. In the previous class, we dealt with the poem The Echoing Green written by William Blake. In the poem mainly, the poet is dealing with the spring season, how the creatures, the birds, animals, and also the human being, how they are enjoying the nature during a spring. And he also speaks about the birth, life and death of a human being also. So he had beautifully narrated the poem, The Echoing Green. Hope that all of you might have completed the notes that I had sent to you in WhatsApp group. If anybody has not completed, kindly do it as early as possible and complete the lesson. Okay. And today we shall deal with the activities. In the activities, they have given the figure of speech. Figure of speech, alliteration. Alliteration means repetition of the same letter or the word in a line. Okay. Alliteration means in Malayalam it is called Shabdavartanam. Okay. Repetition of the same letter or word in a line. Okay. So they have given us the example from our poem itself. They have given us the poem and I shall read the poem for you. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around. To the bell's cheerful sound, while our spores shall be seen on the echoing green. So, they have given us the example of alliteration in the line number 6. What is that? In the line number 6, they have given us the birds of the bush. The B sound, birds, bush. B sound is repeated in the line. Okay, B sounds of the words are repeated in the line. And also they have given us in the 9th line, while our spores shall be seen. Yes sound is repeated there. Okay, spots shall seen. The yes sound is repeated in the line. So, such repetition is termed as alliteration. Okay, the repetition of the same letter or word is termed as alliteration. Okay, so now we have come to the next exercise. That means in the first part they have given us the example from the poem itself. Okay, so now identify the instances of alliteration in the lines given below and write them in the space given. Okay, so they have given us the lines. The swimmers swim and search the sea. Special seashells hid beneath the sand. Children catch small creatures, screaming, splashing and skipping to the land. Okay, so the provided line is there and in the line we have to write line 1. The letter S is repeated. And in the line number 2, the letter S is repeated again. Special sea shells hid beneath the sand. Okay, special sea shells and sand. And in the third line, letter C is repeated. What is that? Children catch creatures. Children catch creatures. Okay, C sound is repeated. C letter is repeated in the third line. And in the fourth line again, S sound is repeated. Screaming, splashing, skipping. Okay, screaming, splashing and skipping. S sound is repeated. So you can fill the line given in the text and you can write this. Okay, line 1, S sound is repeated. Line 2, the letter S is repeated. Line 3, the letter C is repeated. Line 4, the letter S is repeated. Okay, read the following lines from the poem, The Echoing Green. They have given us again the second para of the poem, second stanza of the poem. Old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. Okay, so identify the rhyming words and circle them. What is rhyming words? The sounds that, the words that sounds the same at the end of each line. Okay, if the word sounds the same, it is called as rhyme. Okay, rhyme means പ്രാസം ഒപ്പിച്ചുള്ള വാക്കുകൾ. ഓരോ വരികളുടെയും അവസാനം റൈമിംഗ് വേർഡ്, അതായത് പ്രാസം ഒപ്പിച്ചുള്ള വാക്കുകളാണെങ്കിൽ they are called as the rhyming words. So in the line, we have the first line, they have given us old John with white hair, and in the second line, does laugh away care. Okay, so the last word of the line sounds same, hair, care. And in the third and fourth, oak, folk. Then the next lines, play, say, joys, boys, scene, green. So they are the rhyming words. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit Malayalam. സാധാരണയായി പദ്യത്തിലെ വരികളുടെ അന്ത്യത്തിൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന തുല്യോച്ചാരണ, ഒരേപോലെ ഉച്ചരിക്കുന്ന പദങ്ങളെയാണ് റൈം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പ്രാസം എന്ന് പറയുക. So we have in the lines, the last lines we can see hair, care, oak, folk, play, say, joys, boys, scene, green. Okay, so we have to write the rhyming word. We have to write hair, care, oak, folk, play, say, joys, boys, scene, green. So they are the rhyming words. Also, I tell you extra, that is rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന ആ പ്രാസം ഒപ്പിച്ചുള്ള, അതായത് ഒരേ ഉച്ചാരണത്തോടെയുള്ള വാക്കുകളെ നമ്മൾ ഓരോ ലെറ്ററായിട്ട്, ആൽഫബറ്റിൽ ഓരോ ലെറ്ററായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ എഴുതും. ഇപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് 2 lines, hair, care. So we will write as A. Then we have oak, folk. They are called B. So next, play, say, again C. Joys, boys, D. Scene, green. Okay, so we have E. So now we have 5 alphabets there. Okay, so they are called as a rhyme scheme. Okay, rhyme scheme എഴുതുന്നത് ഓരോ ലൈനിൻ്റെയും അവസാനം വരുന്ന വാക്കുകൾ, ഒരേപോലത്തെയുള്ള വാക്കുകൾക്ക് നമ്മൾ ഓരോ ലെറ്ററിൻ്റെ പേരിട്ട് കൊടുക്കും. അങ്ങനെയാണ് റൈം സ്കീം എഴുതുക. So that is an extra thing you will learn in the higher classes or in the coming lessons. Okay, so we can see later that one. Just I told you that's all. So now the third one is, now find out the visual images in the following lines. Write them below. Okay, we have in the lesson that the find out the visual images in the following lines. Okay, before that they have given us an old man with white hair sitting under the oak tree, young girls and boys at play, etc. are the visual images that come to our mind. So when we read the line itself, okay, old man with white hair, we start imagining in our mind that it will be an old man. Okay, old man with white hair sitting under the oak tree. So just we will imagine a man is sitting under the oak tree. Young girls and boys at play. We imagine in our mind that the boys and girls started their play in the ground. So these are called as the visual images that come to our mind when we read the second stanza of the poem. Now find out the visual images in the following lines. Okay, write them below in the given space here. So one is that already they told the old man. Okay, old man sitting in the bench, boys and girls are playing, and all these are called as the imagery, okay, images that has been used in the visual images that has been used in the poem. So they have given us the rest of the thing, so from that we can write the visual image. Okay, so the rising sun, we can imagine that the sun is coming to the earth, okay, in order to give us the light. Okay, the rising sun, the spots on the echoing green, we can imagine in our mind the children or the youth or the old or young, all are playing. Okay, the sports that we will imagine in our mind. Okay, so these are the figure of speech that they have given us in the lesson. One is alliteration, one is rhyme, one is the images. Okay, all these three are called as the figure of speech, and each one is been explained. Okay, so kindly have a thorough reading of the poem and understand the figure of speech that they have given in the lesson.